Hello and welcome to another Salesforce Pro Suite self-implementation video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how do you know if and when you should be using a partner for your implementation. I'm here to tell you that Salesforce Pro Suite has been redesigned from their previous professional edition so that it could be more user-friendly, more user-guided. And so I'm here to hopefully encourage you to consider self-implementation, but I also want you to know that there are some various scenarios where you might truly want to have a partner help you in your implementation. So today I'm going to walk you through my 4 steps, my 4 reasons why I think you might want to consider a partner. All right, so the first one is integrations. If you think if you're planning to do integrations right away or in probably even the next 6 to 12 months, then that would be a real good consideration for if you want to use a partner. Now, if you're pretty tech savvy and you're thinking like, oh, I'm going to connect Zapier and you're somewhat familiar, then that's a much more simplified approach. But if you have important and big systems that you need to connect, then again, that might be a reason to use a partner. Number 2, when you're handling critical business data, so for example, if you're thinking that you're going to be using Salesforce for inventory, for billing information, right? Like if Salesforce is going to be the source for your orders and you have a fairly significant volume, right? If you're using any regulated data or highly sensitive data, etc., that might be another reason to consider a partner. Again, a lot of these are really if you're planning to do that right away. If you're planning to do that in the 2 to 5 years, then that's maybe when you bring the partner in. So often Salesforce and I support the crawl, walk, run approach. And so I think that a lot of times you can get into the business or you can get into the system in that crawl approach. And I frankly think that's a better way to implement anyway, because you know your business better than anybody else. And that's where why, even though I'm an independent consultant, why I'm kind of working with and changing this approach, because I have loved being in the business, helping change companies from the inside out. And what I have seen over and over again, companies see real change when they know their technology, because they know the business better than any consultant will. So I'd love for you to really consider if you can do the crawl approach, get yourself educated, implement the system, and really make it what you need it to be. All right, I'm going to go smaller here. So the other would be if you have advanced use cases with complex setup. And again, I say now, right? Like if you're thinking you're going all in and you've got your pulling several systems, data from several systems, shutting those systems down, and or you want a full on sales to quote to signed contract, again, that would probably be a reason to involve a partner that can get you up with and help guide you through those complex setups. And then lastly, it's, when you're super low on time and resources. Now, I say that with a little bit of a caveat, right? Because all of us, a lot of times that we feel low on time, and especially if you're a small business, right? Like I'm running my own small business. I don't have time for much of anything else to add to my plate. However, the reason that you're bringing in the system is because you need to help it kind of track, and you're hopefully using it as a way to communicate across teams so you can share information more easily. And so when you're low on time, don't think that's a sole consideration, because you need to take the time to learn the system, and you'll get a better results, better outcomes when you do learn it. But if you have a deadline where you need to be live on a website with this kind of thing in 30 days, that would be a great reason that you would use a partner. And then my other one there is resources, right? So if you don't have anybody on your team that's very tech savvy and you just struggle super hard in that mindset, that you I know some people kind of have this love-hate relationship with technology. And if you're really just like, don't hardly touch it and you don't have anybody on your team to really support it, then you probably want a partner to come in and potentially even help keep them on a retainer so that you can really get the results that you're expecting out of the system. So again, those are my 4 reasons. If those 4 reasons don't apply to you, then I really encourage you, at the very least, get started, learn the system as much as you can, because the information that I'm sharing in this channel, in this Pro Suite self-implementation session, these sessions, they will help you regardless of whether or not you use a partner, right? It's an investment in your time and your knowledge of a business. And Salesforce is a tool that I really think it's super hard to outgrow. It grows and scales with you as a small and medium business and can really change the trajectory of what you can do with your business. And it can help. I've saved so many companies, full-time employees, like save them from having to hire more people to do the same amount of work using Salesforce. So I believe you can do it too. But they only do that when the company really invests in learning and understanding the system and using it in their daily operations to really change how they work and make their processes and flows more efficient. So I hope this is helpful for you as you consider your journey. Please be sure to subscribe, give us comments, let us know how we're doing. Let us know what questions you have, what problems you're facing, and we'll be happy to help support you along your way.